In less than 1 month, President Donald Trump has disrespected the rule of law and issued executive orders that tear at the fabric of our democracy. He has imposed an illegal ban on refugees based on religion. He has refused to divest his foreign business interests. He is trying to stifle a free press. The United States Supreme Court's role in preventing abuses of executive power and defending the Constitution will be tested as never before. We need a Supreme Court justice who is independent and not beholden to ideology, a justice who will defend our democracy. This week, President Trump named Judge Neil Gorsuch to fill the vacancy on the Supreme Court. I want to share with you, the American people, what's at stake with this Supreme Court nomination, one of the most consequential in our nation's history. Judge Gorsuch has sided with corporations over the environment, the disabled, and consumers. He has sided with corporations that withhold people's pay and improperly fire workers. He has sided with corporations over the reproductive rights and health of women. President Trump repeatedly promised to appoint a Supreme Court justice who would overturn Roe v. Wade, and he has found a potential ally in Judge Gorsuch. Judge Gorsuch's record gives every American reason to be concerned that the basic protections that keep families safe, healthy, and productive will be at risk if he is appointed to our nation's highest court. Now, as the Trump administration wages its assault on our core democratic values, we need a justice who will uphold the constitutional rights of all Americans and not improperly expand the influence of corporate interests. On the campaign trail, Donald Trump told supporters that he would use an ideological litmus test to select a nominee who would advance a far right-wing agenda from the bench. President Trump has delivered, and he has nominated a candidate for the Supreme Court who is outside the judicial mainstream. So, we must ask ourselves, who will stand up to President Trump? It won't be his cabinet of big oil, big banks, and billionaires. It won't be Republicans in Congress who are rubber stamping all of the president's cabinet nominees and policies. Donald Trump railed against a rigged political system, but make no mistake, he's trying to rig the Supreme Court against hardworking Americans, and we cannot let him. My Democratic colleagues in the Senate will do their constitutional duty and subject Judge Gorsuch to the most rigorous scrutiny that any Supreme Court nominee has ever received. And Senate Democrats are going to insist that Judge Gorsuch is subject to the same 60-vote threshold that President Obama's nominees had to meet. Democrats in the United States Senate are unified when it comes to the defense of your rights and our time-honored democratic values. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you, and God bless America.